project Context Part 2, and this is my Swagger UI, which is being rendered from render.com, and it currently has my latest post, or latest commit. It is currently connected to the database, and currently executes hello world. It gets all users. I'll just clear that. Execute. Have John, Jane, Sarah, Jack, and Phoebe. So I got 5 currently on the record, or on the database. I'm able to post to the database. And that can be seen from the get all users. I have loose cannon. And I can take that ID, copy that ID, and I can get that specific ID from the database from here. Loose cannon. I can also edit that one. Oops. May have just made a copy of Sarah Manning. There are 2 Sarah Mannings in there now, I think. Let me just... Yep. Oh, there was once a Sarah Manning. That was from a previous test. But now, instead of loose cannon, there's John Doe, Jane Doe, Sarah Birch, Jack Manning, Phoebe Sargent, and Sarah Manning. Now, I can take this new code or I think it's the same code. Now was edited. Excuse me. Now I can delete that entry. I'm not too sure why it says it gives me an error, but now Sarah Manning is in fact gone. It is now only these 5. John, Jane, Sarah, Jack, and Phoebe. That should be all the endpoints accounted for and documented. Now, let's see. The Mongo credentials are in my environment folder. It is not. I forgot to bring up my GitHub. Hold on a moment. This is my GitHub, and the environment folder is not in my Git repository. It is, in fact, in my .env, which is ignored. Don't mind that. The folder is a bit of a mess. Let's see. I have MVC. There aren't currently any models, but they are separated out. Out of the server, which, as you know, initiates the application at the body parser, and then the routing. And in the routes folder, I have index, and then users go to users, which gets post, put, and delete. The get all, which is in controllers. Get all comes here, which then goes to the database, which initializes database, and then the get database. All of that jazz, which then sends it all the way back and functions properly as was previously, presented, or whatever right word that is. Yep. So database is in its own folder. These functions are exported and in their own folder. The routes folder is in its own. Swagger is in its own. Yeah, I guess this was from a previous attempt. Not entirely sure what that one was for anymore. But yeah, I believe that is everything.